Hi, Mary.
Hey, Ryan.
We can't hear you, Vince.
Okay.
I had to turn on the audio.
Oh, okay.
Can you
It
hear me
always comes in with a connect. I don't know. Anyway. Hi, everybody.
now? Hi.
Hey, Mary
Hello.
Marshall.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
So you're
London.
so you're Mr. Pie.
Oh, sorry. My last meeting.
I'm sure there's a story behind that.
Yeah, that's Democrat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
High auction stuff. Hold on a second. I gotta clear my room.
Who's missing?
I think Hobie's missing.
Yeah. And he usually has to be let in, right?
Yeah.
No one is currently in the waiting room. I'll let him in as soon as I see him.
Okay.
You had some audio trouble this morning, so hopefully that will work.
Were you getting echoing?
There was no audio through the link. He had to use his cell phone plus then the video separate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I gotta get something on the walls behind me. It's kind of,
I think you've had a few other things to focus on lately, right, Mary?
I have. If I have to look at one more screen thing, thank goodness for Tylenol.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's awfully quiet up here though. My goodness. See here yet?
I don't see him.
Text him.
Nope.
He's on his way. He's having computer issues again.
Okay.
With Mars.
Long week, Bear.
Oh, it's funny how it picks to put up on the screen. Like if you just breathe loudly. Oh, it's you.
That was my thigh roll my neck thing.
It's Friday though. We made it to Friday.
I know.
That is definitely something to celebrate.
Mhm.
It definitely is. I don't even feel like bouncing in my chair anymore.
I'll just give him another minute because then we can.
I've been having trouble with my cursor, so just showing up on the screen. So if I probably won't mute. Let me know if I'm making any obnoxious noises or anything that I don't notice on this end, but I can't. It's been happening the last couple of days when I open these, the little arrow for the cursor, it just disappears and I can't find it.
That happens sometimes in programs. It makes me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially when you have a bunch of them open and then you have to shut them all down.
Yeah, it's been ongoing. So.
All right, we text him one last time and then we get going here.
Joanne, that's a cool ceiling. I like the.
There, thank you.
Oh, it's coffered, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, and I always wanted to do something unique with it, but it's like, oh, I need to do this other thing first.
So Hobie's wondering if we can send him the link again, the Zoom link.
I'll text it to him or.
Thanks, Isaac.
Isaac Thomas, you lost your wallet, didn't you?
What?
That story's
Did you-
making the rounds.
It is.
Did you ever get your wallet back?
I did.
Awesome. That's all. I just wanted to close the loop.
It was an ordeal.
That's hysterical.
There must be more to that story if we hadn't heard it.
Oh, I just got this call from a guy. It's like, hey, you know an Isaac Thomas?
Isaac's infamous.
It shows you that I kept your business card in my wallet.
Yeah.
And I just sent Hobie the link, so hopefully.
Okay. We'll make him grovel a bit when he gets in. Should always try to get on sooner rather than.
I think we'll let you do that, Mary.
Yeah, no kidding.
I know. My little bit of power will. And he was bargaining last night till about 11 p.m. in another district, so he's.
So don't go too hard on him then, is that what you're saying? Did you hear back from him, Isaac, or?
No, I texted it and sent it to his email, so
Okay.
either form.
It's making me wonder which whose cards, business cards I have in my wallet.
It's surprising. Remember years, a few years or two ago, you get them everywhere you went. For the,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I have. I was looking at some I had from California, and I haven't lived there for 30 years, so it was time.
Well, those won't help you if you lose your wallet.
No, no. Okay, now you just need to let him in. He said Isaac's link worked. I don't know who lets in. Is it Zach?
It's on its way.
There he is.
Hey, all right. Jeez, what a morning. Tech problem, and right. This link worked. Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah, we're done talking about you now, Hobie. So,
Well, nothing better to talk about. Just ask me, I'll tell you.
okay. All right, Jennifer. Thanks for waiting.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No problem. Actually, the ball's in your court. We're waiting on you to share some information.
Oh, okay.
You should have that email, Mary.
Did you send me an email that I can forward to them? Okay.
I did.
I'm afraid to move out of this thing because like you, but let me see if I can do it. Whoa.
Yeah, I had to restart my computer a couple times to get it to send, but I think I got it all reconnected here now, so hopefully.
Okay. I found it. Well, while I'm doing this, you could probably tell them what it is and then.
Sure. So Mary's going to forward it to you, Jennifer, but basically we sit down and talked about it a little bit, and we'd already agreed to drop down the insurance off our proposals. We decided to, we liked the way you gave us a couple different choices, so we thought that would be a good thing to emulate. So we came back with a COLA of 3.75%, keeping the $25 match for the 403B, or a 4% COLA without the 403B. And that's where we landed.
So really not a change from the last time then. other than just choice?
We came down a little bit on the COLA. I think we were asking for 4% and the 403B. So, and then if you did the 4%, there would be no 403B. So depending which choice you made, there would be a difference in cost wise from the last go around, but it would be based on which choice you make, what that difference would be.
Okay. Okay, does the team have any questions?
I don't think so.
So I think with that, then we'd like to caucus. What do we think? Start with 20 minutes and then I can text Mary to see if we're ready to come back. Does that sound doable? So that would be like close to 1:30 at this point.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Okay, and Mary, I'll just text you
Okay.
to say either we need a little bit more or we're ready.
Okay, that sounds good. My text actually works
Sounds
out
like a
here.
plan.
The only thing.
Great, thank you.
All right.
Okay, thank
Bye.
you.
Okay, thanks. See you on the other side.
I'll be right back.
Now I can see you, Olivia.
I've been here the whole time.
Weird. Oh. So Zach, do you turn it off when we go to caucus, or do you just let it run?
I have a slide that just explains what's happening in case someone drops into the stream during that portion.
Okay.
It just says that the participants are caucusing, that they'll be back soon.
Okay.
So it's just one single video at the end of it.
Mhm.
Thank you for doing that, Zach.
Yeah.
No problem.
Looks like oh, there's Mary. I think we have your team back, everyone, right?
Like,
I can't see it. It's just because of that cursor deal.
Oh, geez.
But we can see you and hear you, Ryan.
All right, I guess I'll just talk. And
Just remember that, Ryan.
then- so Olivia, let me know when you pull up that slide then, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, because I can take your word for it. Actually, I gotta be able to see it to talk to it. I'll be fine. Okay, so everybody's back.
Yes.
Okay. So we wanted to talk about a couple of pieces and then share our response. So the first one is just again to talk about current economics for us and really kind of K-12 across the state, and then some that are specific to us. And the first is that when the legislature just released emergency funds to schools, they utilized 50% of what they had reserved for this upcoming year. So while it helps to some degree for the upcoming year, it doesn't necessarily help us for the next two biennia. And that's really what we're talking about with this pandemic and state school funding, is that we're really thinking about it in terms of the next 5 years, not just a single year. And so that's a piece for us in terms of consideration. The next one for us is around more locally, and that's around enrollment. So, now we know pretty much what the state has allocated for schools. The next piece of information that we're going to get is around enrollment. And I am anticipating, and we're anticipating that enrollment's going to be down this year. I think we have provided some opportunities and options for families between our hybrid and Corvallis Online, but we're also getting weekly lists of kids who are going to homeschooling. And I see more students in that group now than I have probably in the past. And so there's a piece around enrollment that is concerning to us as we move into the school year and funding for the year. And then the other piece has been sometimes we get questions about reserves, local reserves, and based on the fact that the legislature has allocated half of their reserves already to this year, our board is hesitant to release any of our local reserves to this first year, knowing that this is going to be a long-term problem financially that we're going to have to address. So I think that economically, looking at where we're at, I think that that's the reality. I anticipate enrollment will be down. We probably won't have a good sense of that till mid-September or late September. But I just wanted you to have that update. So the next thing that we did is we started to look at what information did we have in terms of our comparison districts and some of the ranges and salaries. And so Olivia put together a chart that she's going to share on the screen.
I sent Zach a message to see if we can enable that.
Oh, with technology.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, 1 second.
Okay.
Go ahead and try now.
Okay, thanks.
You all see that?
Yep.
Now I can't see anything. Oh wait, got it. Okay, so this chart shows the comparison districts that we use for everything from student achievement to funding. And this group is sort of designed because of enrollment numbers, kind of the community, free and reduced lunch, some of those other factors. And so it includes some districts that are local to us, like GAPS and Springfield and McMinnville, but it also in Central, but it also includes some districts that are like us financially. So a higher cost of living. So in those are like Oswego, Westland, Wilsonville, and Oregon City. And so what we did is we looked at both some sort of, every district has some positions that are a little unique to their area, but what are some positions that we can do comparisons on. So we looked at our educational assistant, we looked at our life skills EAs, and we looked at custodian. And what we looked at was what we were compensating last year in 1920. And then these are the numbers for districts for 2021. So what you'll see is the average is that yellow band. Also above that is what we did for 1920. So as an example, the average for the EA was across all of those districts was $14.66 an hour. We were at $15.59 last year, which is about 6.4% higher on average than those other districts. The max EA wage, $22.43, is 8.6% higher than those average districts. The same thing for life skills EA, starting 13% higher, and then at the max wage, 16% higher than those comparators. And then also custodians, which starts in a little closer to average, but still 2.8% above and ending at 9.23% above. And then with any increase in COLA for this year, those percentages would grow even more because that's 2021 rates for those school districts. And for us, it's our 1920 rates. So we wanted to have that because really when we talk about all the factors in the economy, one of the things that we pay a lot of attention to is the compensation levels of our other districts around us. Our board has always said that it's important to stay at average or a little bit above. And so we've worked to do that. And that just shows how that looks currently with our comparative districts. Any questions about that?
Yeah, I've got one. It looks like you did average comparison, like you said. Did you guys do anything with CPIW for the jobs over the last, let's say, 20 years to see if they've been keeping up with the cost of living for Corvallis and such?
Well, we didn't do a separate calculation for that, but you can see other communities that are similar to us in terms of cost of living, and in many cases, we're compensating at a higher rate.
Okay, no, that's the only question I had.
Okay. I can't see anybody, so if there's other people with hands. No? Okay. So all that being said, one of the things that you had said is, kind of giving choice between those two with the 403B or not 403B. And we did that same thing before. So what I'd like to come back at is that 1.25 rather than the option of the 1.0 with the 403B. I think that more people, not everybody took the 403B when we offered it to certified. And so I'd rather give that to everybody, knowing that there's some people that will pass up on it. So if I had my druthers, I would go with that option, again, because I know everybody would receive that compensation rather than some people would fill out the forms and do the 403Bs and others may not. And again, we're really at that point where if we go further, we're talking about layoffs. And my priorities have still been having school days and having a strong employed workforce. And we're at the cusp of not being able to continue that if we go further. And so I anticipate that there's disappointment that we haven't been able to move further, but that's the reality of the finances right now.
So I didn't hear you. It kind of crackled at the same time you're saying. Did you say that you wanted to do 1.5 and no 403B? Is that what I heard?
1.25 and no 403B.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, it was one or the other, and I'd rather just make sure everybody gets it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody questions or?
I'm good.
Okay. You want to go back and talk for a few minutes?
I think that makes sense.
Okay. So I'll just text you, Jennifer, when we're back.
Yeah, roughly, you think maybe 20 minutes or,
At the tops.
okay,
Mhm.
all
Okay.
right, thank you.
Do you want me to kick you, Ryan, or are you good?
I just figured it out. I don't know.
Well, this is a first.
Right, we beat them all back, huh?
Zach's still here.
Yep.
So, did you text them, Mary, to let them know we're coming back?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
see. I'm gonna have to go
just
in and
realized I
out.
forgot to ask you that.
And your video's
I'm
off,
off
Mary.
work, so we're gonna get out.
Oh.
All right, Liv, you speaking for everybody?
Vince and I are just we're quicker on the computer.
Yeah, they're on their way. You kidding? I live on this thing now. I travel
We
all.
all do.
And then we're waiting on Mary. She had to re-log in.
That's okay. I didn't think I'd be able to get over either. So
Sorry. I just almost have to ask, can you guys actually hear my dog snoring? Because it sounds really loud on my end.
No. Hey, there's Mary.
I know, I had to go in and out like 4 times.
Yeah, it happened to me earlier. Blink went bad or something.
I have a laptop that's just holding on. So. Everybody back or?
I think so.
Yep.
Okay. All right then. So I guess on that, you've given us a lot to think about. We want to spend some time and look at the information you gave us and some information that we have. There was really no new proposal at this time that we see. So I guess for now, we're done for today and we can hopefully reschedule a time soon to get back together.
So you want to look at calendars?
That would be great. Thank you.
Okay. So Mary, you mentioned you need some time. Are you wanting to look at like 2 weeks out? What are you thinking? And knowing that school is starting, and I also know that's kind of a crazy time for everyone right at that time.
Team, what are you guys thinking? How much time?
Well, I'm pretty booked until about September 1st. So unless we're gonna do some weird hours, I would be kind of rough for me to make it before then. But September 1st, I'm wide open.
September 1st is our district. I mean, we're back.
Mm-hmm.
We're back. Our teachers are back. That's PD days and stuff. Unless we did late afternoon, that would be hard.
Yeah, that's a bad.
Okay. Well, after that, I have some more flexibility. Before that, I don't have a ton.
Jennifer, what were you thinking?
Well, knowing everyone comes back the 31st, I know that everyone's going to be very busy. And then the next week is actually the first week of school, which I also know is going to be busy. I'm wondering if the week of the 14th is going to be doable.
The only thing that consideration is that we'll have enrollment numbers, a better sense of those the following week, because the 10 days is the 19th, or I guess it's not because it's school days. So the end of that week, the end of the week of the 21st might be a good time to meet.
I'm actually pretty open that whole week. Amazingly enough, I'm not sure how that happens. So I'm pretty good anytime that week.
So like 24th or 25th, either way, one.
Okay.
What about we look at afternoon of the 24th?
Okay.
What time were you thinking there, Jennifer?
Do we want to do like a 2 to, oh, we have a school board meeting that day.
So probably earlier.
Well, for them,
Um,
or it should be okay.
Yeah,
What time,
yeah, there you
Ryan?
go.
Well, the
Beautiful.
school's in session and the school day that we're supporting
Yeah.
is to 1:30 for elementary. I don't know for Isaac at his grade level, and the fact we're not using subs and we're still supporting, it'd be great if we could get after the end of the school day so we don't impact students just returning.
So let's go 3:30 to 4:30 then.
Okay, thank
That's a
you.
good call, Marcy. I'm still in summer brain.
3:30 to 5.
Yeah, 3:30 to 5 is fine.
Okay.
Because even if we had an executive session, those would probably start around 5 or 5:30. So does that work for you, Vince?
Yes, that works great.
Okay.
I will send an invite, and then Zach, I know, has been great about sending us a Zoom link, and then I can include that in there. Oh, thank you,
Okay.
Virginia.
Thank you.
It already came through.
Wow, okay. All right.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you.
Take
Okay.
care. Bye.
Bye.
Virginia,
Have a
would
good
you?
weekend. Bye-bye.
And Zach, do you want to kick me out this time?
Yeah, I'll kick everyone. I'll just end the whole meeting.
Okay.